Hi everybody. Good morning, Miss Maria. Good morning, Miss Judy, and good morning, boys and girls. So today is Friday, and today we're going to read a book called In My Garden. Now this book focuses on plants as well as the animals that might be found in a garden. So it actually talks a little bit about both. So let's see. So here is a picture of a garden, and what do we see here? What kind of plant is that? If you said grass, you're correct. That is long grass. And what is on the wall living near the grass? Yeah, that looks like a lizard, doesn't it? It's a lizard living near the grass. He's found in the garden. A lot of animals are attracted to gardens. And there he is. He is trying to get that fly, isn't he? Look at these leaves. They're a little different. They look different than the grass, don't they? Those leaves look small. And the grass looked long. The grass leaves were long. Wait a minute. What else is living in this garden? I see the feet of some kind of an animal. I wonder what it is. Hey, if you said it was a rooster, you're correct. It is a rooster. Gardens also attract insects. This is an earthworm. Remember, earthworms are like natural diggers in the soil. What they do is they go in the soil, they make tracks or holes in the soil so that when the water comes down as rain, it helps for the plant to soak up the water so that the plant can have water to drink and make for their leaves, so that the leaves can make food for the plant. What else is living in this garden? Well, it's kind of hard to see, but that is a mole. And moles also like to burrow through the dirt. That means they like to make their homes sometimes even under the dirt, which can also kind of help water to get in. Look at all these plants here. These are long leaves, and these are different kind of leaves. So you're seeing more than one kind of plant in this picture. We call this kind of book a picture book because there are no words here. Who else is attracted to the garden? Who else likes to live in the garden? What is that? If you said that was a turtle, you're right. And what is the turtle munching on? What kind of plant is that? Well, it's hard to see, but it's actually lettuce. This is how lettuce looks when it naturally grows in a garden. Not only that, I think this little caterpillar is enjoying the lettuce too, isn't he? Maybe you have lettuce when you eat salad. Here's a bird enjoying the garden also. He's using his beak to peck some wood. By the way, that wood could be part of a tree that also grows in the garden. These lettuce leaves look a lot different than these kind of leaves, don't they? These are big, and these are a lot smaller. Look who else is enjoying the garden. If you said they were rabbits, you're right. They are rabbits. Hey, wait a minute. That's what's in the cover of the book. Yeah, those are two white rabbits. Rabbits are attracted to gardens because they can eat the vegetables that are grown in gardens. Sometimes the people grow carrots, or they grow lettuce, or they grow cabbage. Rabbits love all of that stuff. For them, that's yummy food for them to eat. Yummy food for us too, isn't it? And as you can see, even this nice little spider is making his home in the garden. As well as other insects. What is that? If you said that was a butterfly, you're correct. Wow, look at all these leaves in this part of the garden. A lot of those leaves on a hot day, a hot sunny day that is, makes a nice shade for this little toad down here. A toad is almost like a frog, except it's a little different. Most toads are brown and they're larger than frogs. Frogs are usually smaller and more green in appearance. But here is a toad. Actually, frogs come in all different colors, but this toad happens to be brown. And look at all these leaves. Nice shady leaves for this toad to be under. Keeps him out of the sun. Also, if he's hungry, maybe he'll munch on some of the leaves as well. Here's another animal living underneath the leaves, taking advantage of those leaves protecting him from the sun. Also, maybe it could make a good meal for lunch. This is called a hedgehog. It's a hedgehog. The other one we saw was a groundhog. Who else is living in this garden? Maybe you have one of these at home. Yeah, it's a cat. And cats are always curious about moving little insects and things that might be in a garden. Look at all the different types of plants in this picture. Some are long leaves. Some are very wide leaves. Right? All different kinds of plants in this picture. Ah, wait a minute. I almost forgot. Look at this. Who's living here? Yes, a little field mouse. Also in the garden looking for some delicious food and leaves to munch on. Flowers attract insects like butterflies and bees. Now remember we said that insects help pollinate flowers. They go from flower to flower. There's sticky pollen inside of each flower. Every time an insect lands on one, maybe some of the pollen gets on the legs of the insect and they fly to the next flower, and that helps the other flowers to grow. So that's called pollination. So sometimes you might find all nice different kinds of flowers. And insects are attracted to flowers because of the bright, colorful petals. Look at this tall grass. Yeah, it's really tall, isn't it? So there you go. A whole bunch of animals and a whole bunch of different kinds of plants are living in this garden, because gardens are not only a good source of food for us, they're a good source of food for animals as well, and insects too. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this book. If you want to draw a picture based on this book, send it to Remind. We'll be happy to see it, and then we could post it for next week. Okay, bye-bye everybody.